Some local families say the state is discriminating against them because of where they chose to live. So they're getting some help from a lawmaker to take on Virginia's Medicaid program. 10 on your side, Stephanie Harris has more now on the new law being proposed.
This affects people with intellectual disabilities. DSTEF says if 5 or more live in the same neighborhood, the government can pull their Medicaid waivers, and he says that's discrimination.
He's an awesome kid.
Roman Harshaw is 16.
He's got a great heart. He's got a great imagination.
He functions like a 5-year-old.
It's just he has to be protected.
When his mom, Julie, heard about a planned community called Vanguard Landing, it was an answer to her prayers.
He'll be able to live and work and play and get to have a job there, and he talks about that. He wants to have a job.
But under current rules, if Roman were to move into a community like that, he could lose his Medicaid waiver.
Are you kidding me? That's not the American way. That's not the Virginian way. That's ridiculous.
Senator Bill DSTEF is proposing a new law that basically says a waiver cannot be reduced or revoked based on where a person chooses to live. He tried it last year and failed.
Don't you guys understand the Constitution? It's like going into a retirement home and saying, hey, you know what? Too many old people live in the retirement home, so guess what? 95% of you have to move somewhere else.
But it's not quite the same, according to the federal government that controls the purse strings. They don't want large numbers of intellectually disabled people living together. And Hope House director Lynn Siebel says it's for good reason.
We thought that was a great idea then. We learned over the last 3 decades that it wasn't a good idea.
Hope House closed its last group home in 1994. Lynn says it's a myth that large or sequestered facilities provide a safer environment.
I've never met anyone that can't be supported in their own home.
Her office supports individuals in the community using staff and technology.
My own son wouldn't survive more than a day like that. He would walk out of an apartment and right in front of a car, and he wouldn't think twice about it.
Several states, including Florida, have allowed people to live in group settings. DSTEF asked Attorney General Mark Herring for a legal opinion. His office refused, telling 10 on your side the Department of Medical Assistance Services decides who's qualified.
This is an overreach. This is ridiculous. So we need to make sure we stand up and fight for this.
Fight for individuals' rights.
Families can choose a lot on behalf of people with disabilities. But for a person with a disability to really choose, it takes a different process.
And to end discrimination one way or the other.
The system's broken, and I think that educating people about it is the only way that we're going to fix it.
Senator DSTEF hopes to bring this to debate in the Senate in the first part of January. Stephanie Harris, 10 on your side.